everybody. Welcome back. So we're here on another episode of Uncle's Farm. We got the auger set up. It's September, late September. We're gonna get started here. Shut this off real quick. I already checked over all the sickle sections, so we'll adjust this reel when we get in the field. See how tall the soybeans are. But yeah, so we're gonna get rolling here pretty quick. I decided to throw all the duals on here since I know we were still going to pull one wagon around last year. So, I didn't know you could do that. That's neat. But anyways, so we got our two 400 bushel DMI wagons. So, we picked these up off of a neighbor a while back, so yeah. Then we got the John Deere 7720 Titan 2. And then I checked over all the sickle sections earlier. Now we are we also bought this head from a neighbor. An old this is a 24 foot, so hopefully it'll help out a lot more. So yeah, but I already got the combine all switched over and all that. So we'll hop in here. Start her up. There's the header up. Pull forward a little bit. And then we'll hop out. Quick. Start it up. Get this guy. Alright, yep, just follow him. There you go. So we're going to get moved over to our soybean field. I think we'll start farthest away. So we got to head all the way down to field 28. And that's a good ways away. So we got a long ways to go. Ooh, we might have a bigger problem. Ooh, yeah, you know what, I think I'm just gonna never really liked that gate anyways. It was just always a pain in the butt. But we'll get rolling here down the road with the old 7720. Corn isn't quite ready to go yet, it's still a little bit wet. So, well, we got a long way to go. So yeah, got a long ways to go down there. But so we got this field in corn, and then I'll be excited to see how that field does. But yeah, hopefully we make enough money off of all of our cows and our corn and soybeans. Are you kidding me? Does that light always have to kick? God, this light is so annoying, you know? I mean, it could just like not go red for once. Maybe it could just like stay green for longer than 5 milliseconds. So now I gotta sit here because the freaking light can't stay green for 3 milliseconds. For crying out loud. There we go. Now we should be good. That's why I hate that light. It's very annoying. But yeah, so we'll get rolling down here. Hopefully those wagons will make it a little easier, a little less trips. So that'll be nice. But yeah, we're rolling. Hopefully I can keep on picking up farm ground. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for a combine upgrade. I'm thinking about maybe getting I don't know, it's either I'm going to keep this combine and buy a pheasant feeder or a gleaner, an N7, or I buy like a 9610 or maybe like a small R series gleaner, something like that. But mainly I want to pay off the loan so I can take out another loan to buy more land, pretty much is what I'm trying to do. Because like I've said before, I don't want to rent out a bunch of land. Because then I'll be paying a bunch of money and I won't be able to hardly spend anything because I'll be spending it all on freaking land costs. So but yeah, it looks like a lot of people's beans are ready to go. So I think last year what happened was I let them sit for too long. This is kind of my fault because I thought that you could let them sit for another month because in my experience, you know, we don't really combine soybeans in September. But it turns out that you can't let them sit for a month, otherwise they will wither, kind of like they did. So, but this is probably one of our nicest fields. It's nice and square. Right, this field right here, field 28, we got some soybeans in here, and then 26, so that odd-shaped field. And then we'll switch over to corn, and that's where a lot of our crop is going to be. So yeah, hopefully our corn crop is good enough where we fill the bins. That's always the goal for that year, is to at least fill up the bins. So if we do that, then I'll be happy. But I'm thinking if we fill those bins fairly quick here, I might be building another bin for corn, and I might just build another big bin or bigger bin. I'll probably build like a maybe 7,000 bushel bin probably. I think that would be a good size. But yeah. So this field is our farthest away field. All of our other fields are fairly close to home. So, but otherwise, everything is going good. So, hopefully this does a good job, but we'll have to have that guy wait a little bit as I pull in here. Let me get out and open the gates. We'll hop back in here. See if I could just open a little patch up first, or if I could fit through here. Nope, that's not gonna let me fit through. There. Problem solved. So we'll drop it down, turn it on. Looks like it's about the right height for soybeans. Let's see here, it's not gonna drop straw, is it? Nope, I don't want it to do that. Let me just pull this forward. I know you don't really want to do this, but I'm just gonna just pull that right along there. Call it good. We'll hop in here now. There we go. Looks like it's going good. We'll open up a little area here for us to put all of our gravity wagon, or at least pull it in here. We'll get the GPS set up once we get going up and down. Right now, I'm not going to worry about that. Maybe drop it down a little bit. It's about as far down as it can go. Okay. Yeah, we'll get a little square cut out here. So yeah, but looking just getting this opened up here. That should be good enough after this pass here. But this new header's working really good. Looks like they're yielding alright. They're not yielding too good in this corner here. But it looks like they're yielding halfway decent. So. We'll turn our GPS on and we'll get her all set up here. The good old brown box. Alright. Let's open it up. Let's do auto width. Get it going there. There we go. And we're combining. Boy, these are some pretty dusty beans. Yikes. But otherwise, it's looking fairly good. Well, it looks like we're yielding. It looks like a 90%, I want to say. 95, 90, 100. Yeah, about 100%. So that's not too bad. I'd say that's pretty good. Most of this field is sandy loam, so that's mostly why that's yielding that way. Probably this field up here is our best field because it's mostly loam. So that's good. Yeah, we are rolling here. If I could shift this over a little bit. Maybe. There we go. That should work a little better. But so it's gonna be yielding mostly like this the whole way. So like I said, that it is what it is. It's no big deal. But hopefully we fill the bins or at least get. I think my game plan is to hopefully get whatchamacallit, maybe at least one gravity wagon load, I guess, or I'm hoping for 1,500 bushels of beans off this field. So roughly 2 gravity wagon loads, because each of those can hold 800. I don't know what to estimate for. I guess I'll be happy if I get 2 loads off of this field. If not, then we got some major issues. But yeah, these are not yielding too hot. They are in the yellow. So I'm not sure. I think it's just because of the soil type, I guess. I'm not sure. But yeah. So we're rolling away here. Oh, there we go. Now we got some good yielding beans. But yeah, pretty sure this is that singular lone spot that's here. So. But yeah, we're rolling away here on our itsy bitsy field or not field, but little combine. So, boy, I tell you what, it'll be nice the day once we get a bigger bean header and a bigger combine. But I guess this works really, I guess. So. But I'm considering maybe just buying a pheasant feeder, maybe, because I'm not sure if if I have the acres to justify a just had a brain fart. An R series gleaner. I mean, that's about like buying an STS. But I guess we could buy an STS. It just wouldn't be a very big one. We'd probably keep all the headers that we have for it. We'd probably just get a 30-foot and keep the 8-row. But yeah, so oh, we got a good patch here in this corner. That's always good to see. But so yeah, we're rolling away here on harvest. So I will see you guys, I guess, once we get one full grain tank. Let's see if I can. Oh god, that's gonna be bad. God. Oh, crap. Don't break the axles. Don't break the axles. Okay. Phew. That was close. Oh, yeah. This thing is just toying around with these wagons. See how well it does with corn, but so far it's doing pretty good. These wagons were actually pretty cheap, so we got them, I think, for about 500 bucks. No, not 500, five grand for each of them. So it was a pretty good deal. But we'll have to see how well this thing does pulling them. See how hard it'll pull. But yeah, I mean, they're definitely not yielding great. We didn't get full on the first headland around, but I mean, we are using a 24-foot head, you know. Hop back in here. Maybe back up. Put a little more weight on the front. But yeah, otherwise, everything is going good. I wondered. I forgot. I think this thing holds like 285 bushels. This combine does. I think. So, that's pretty good. But I'll get out and check. See. How much. Yeah, so 287 bushels. So, that's pretty good. Start her back up. We'll get rolling again on beans here. Put the auger in. So, I'll show you guys the option. The option that I'm highly considering going for our combine wise, because I know that this isn't going to be able to last us for very long. I don't want to be combining soybeans till 3 a.m. And I don't want to be combining corn till January. So we can either stick with this combine, and then I'm thinking about, oh, went too far. I go back here a little bit. Then buying an N7, pretty much set up exactly like this. We could buy this for 54 grand, and I think this would have enough horsepower to run a 30-foot bean head and if I could find it here, or no, and an 8-row corn head. Or we could go with the New Holland and get a 12-row corn head, where is it here, 30-foot bean head, but that combine's going to cost a lot more, because, you know, it's going to be taking in, or using up a lot more power. But I guess I don't really want to be buying 2 combines, because I'm not sure if we're going to have the manpower to do that. There we go. Set up. But it's either that, we go with that stuff, or we buy a TR99. There it is. So this would be a little bigger than the N7, but this would be able to run a 12-row corn head, and this holds 350 bushels. And so yeah. Or we could just say, kind of screw it all, and we could buy a used gleaner like this. Now this would be pretty new for us, but we'd buy this, and then we'd buy a, if I could find it here, 30-foot, 5-foot MacDon, and then a 8-row corn head. So we can either go with the gleaner, the new Gleaner, the old Gleaner, the New Holland, or if we wanted to go fairly new and drop a lot of money, we could look at maybe looking for something like set up like this. And this would be able to run a 12-row corn head and probably a 35-foot bean head, which would be pretty big for us. Or there's just a lot of options. We could run the R75 or R65, which is probably what we'll go with. And we'll get probably one of these two. I might go with this because that would line up good with our gravity wagon. And then we could get the flotations. I'll probably go with this, I think, and then we can get an 8-row corn head. So I think I'm gonna save up for a small R series, and then we can get that 35-foot bean head. I think that would work out really well. So yeah, but I will see you guys once we are finished with this field. So I'm back here in the tractor, just starting this up here. But so we're gonna fill the gravity wagons here pretty quick. So we'll have 800 bushels here. I mean, for how much we have done, I guess we're not yielding too great. I would like to. I think my goal for this field is when we harvest it to get 50,000 to 60,000 bushels, or not bushels, but liters of beans, 50 to 60,000 liters. So, but I guess we'll have to do a lot more improvement to it, but I think we'll have to definitely work on the fertilizer this year. So next year this is going into corn, so we got to make sure we're putting down the right amount of nitrogen and all that. So we'll get this guy going here. Alright. And then I'll have, what's his name? I think it's, yeah, Bob, I think. So, we got Bob out there running at the combine. And I'm going to take this load into town. It's our way. Perfect. There we go. But yeah, this pole's a lot better now. We can go fairly fast now, but we got the hazards on. So yeah. Getting ready to get rolling here pretty quick. On the highway. I just got him going up and down on that little bit, and then he'll quit and just wait till I get back. But, so yeah. I'm thinking about buying like, maybe a grain cart like this, or, these don't quite hold 800 bushel. But I was kind of thinking maybe if I could get an 800 bushel cart, just something that would hold everything, hold these two gravity wagons, an 800 or a 400 bushel, then that would be nice, because then I could hold one whole wagon load, you know, you get what I'm saying. Here's a Brent V800. We could get one of these. I mean, again, we don't have to get a grain cart. I think the grain cart that I ultimately want to buy is this one, probably. Well, let's return here. Let's see if I can So we're rolling. Let me put This looks bad. There we go. Boy, this 8400 is kind of struggling to pull these wagons. Glad I got the duals on here. Give her a little more weight. But I'm thinking about getting this cart and then making it John Deere green like this. I think that would work out pretty good. So, yeah. Yeah. Now, I'm thinking about getting a 16-row planter here sometime. But maybe not, I don't know. It would be nice just kind of because the fact that it would line up with our 8-row a lot better than our 12-row. And if I could get a split row, that would be even better. Then I could try out some maybe like 15-inch beans. See what that would be like. Oh crap, I forgot to put my blinker on. It'll be fine, but it would be nice. I wonder, do those, I know it's a different thing in game, but would it sell for a different price, I wonder. So if it's gonna sell for like stupid high, then I'm not gonna. Ooh, okay, so they do sell for a little bit more, but I'm thinking maybe do they yield a little bit less maybe? I'm not really sure, I guess. But we gotta hurry on this bean harvest because we still got to finish that field, and it's supposed to rain at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so. But we'll definitely get done before then. We don't have a lot of acres to do. I think this whole quarter of land here, I think is what I was looking at picking up, because it's some pretty good farmland from what I've heard. It's got a good amount of loam in it. And I'd have to come through here with the chisel and get a little closer to the roads and plow up some of them waterways and do stuff like that. Maybe get rid of that road like there, because that road doesn't go to anywhere. Turn green, turn green, turn green. Yes. Okay, stay green. Alright, sweet. So I'd either pick up that quarter or this, like, 50 acres that's here. So, one of those two. So we'll pull in here. Could probably shut my hazards off. If they would turn off. There we go. Now, this is going to be the tough part of unloading. Oh god, crap. You did not see anything. I gotta line this back up. Great. But it'd be nice if we could maybe buy one of them drive over doohickey thingies. I forgot what like a drive over one, pretty much. Is this really gonna do this to me? Okay, hold on, let me. Oh, there we go. Fixed it. There, and then maybe get backed up a little bit. There we go. So, this dumps pretty fast, so that's good. I think the animation's wrong, because we got out. Oh, maybe not. But hop in here, raise it up all the way, go forward, switch to the back wagon. And get back in here, drop it down. That's about good. I'm not sure what the deal is with that gray thingy. That must just be a bug or something. But, you know, I'm starting to think maybe it wasn't such a good idea to put these duals on here because it's gonna make it a lot harder to. Oh, for crying out loud! Yeah, because it's making it a lot harder to dump. That's why it'd be nice if we got that drive over conveyor, or just a semi. I might take these folders off of here, and I might get some different tires that are a little bit thinner, so it'd be easier to whatchamacallit with them. So it'd be easier to get closer to that auger. We'll get our hazard back on. We'll get on the road again. Open up the map here. Did this guy get full? Or did he just quit or something? He must have gotten full. Or, no, he quit. Okay. Well, I'm gonna move this guy quick over to here while we drive back. Game plan, so you always want to try to keep this guy rolling. I'm not sure what the deal is with this. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it does not want to shift into fourth gear. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with this. But it is what it is. We don't really have to worry about it until we get on the road. So we'll get this guy lined up. And there we go. Bob's going at her again. Pull forward a little bit here. So for soybeans, that is a little bit unrealistic, but we're gonna need all the money we can get, so I guess I'm not complaining. But you know, it'd be nice if we got scale in here. It'd also be nice if this light would turn green. There we go. But yeah, it'd be nice to do the grain cart, because then we can just have somebody run these wagons to the farm. And then I could be in the 4840 rowing the grain cart. But yeah. We're going down the road here. Boy, I hope it isn't this. It's gonna be like twice as busy in corn. I'm gonna be kind of worrying, because it's gonna be twice as busy in corn, and we are gonna be running. I'm gonna be running my butt off driving this all over the place. But so yeah, pretty much just gonna be this process over and over again. So I guess I will probably won't see you guys till I'm opening up the last field of soybeans. Alright guys, so we're over here. We're just cutting through here, over here on the top bit. I think we're about to hit a web spot. Yep, that's pretty wet. And we're still in water. Not like that, I think. Maybe, I don't know, in a long. Maybe eventually I'll rent a mini excavator and we'll try to maybe dig a trench going out there. It drains into that creek down there. And same with this one. So I'm thinking we'll drain it to that one. And then we'll drain that one out there. I'm thinking that's how we would do it. So much to it, so I think I'm gonna end it here for today. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next episode.